Good evening. Welcome back. Like many, this week has been one heck of a roller coaster. Decided to make a video a little bit about my journey today. I didn't really trade much today. I really focused uh, mainly around 2 o'clock, just before the meeting for the federal meeting. I was curious to understand more about what's going to happen. With all the news, it was more likely that the market was going to react negatively. At least that's in my opinion. So earlier in the day, I started to figure out how could I actually benefit from that. What are trades that would work? Of course, you can short some of the indices for the Nasdaq or the S&P, or you can buy put options on those. For myself, because I am trading with small amounts for the time being, buying options on like the S&P and all this stuff was a little bit outside of the range. It would have meant that I would have to put, a lot in one. So as I was looking around, I started to learn more about these ETFs that are inversely that work inversely to the S&P. One of them was SPXU, and the way it works is this is a leveraged ETF that provides, I think, 3 times the inverse daily exposure to the S&P. And then another one that I came across is called Direction Daily Small Cap Bear 3-time ETF, which is also looking to do 3 times the inverse daily performance of the Russell 2000 index, which is, I think, a couple of thousand small cap companies. The good thing about those, and I have them up here, is that their price at 37 and 15 is it is affordable to get into, and also something that is affordable from an option perspective. So I started to watch, and then at 2 o'clock, I believe, some of the information started to come out, and then at 2:30 was the press conference, and you see at 2 o'clock there was this immediate big spike to the upside from the markets, but then things started to kind of taper down. So I decided to get in. I bought a put option for end of the week. One of the things that I did not realize is these options, they are very volatile. The premiums on these, they are really volatile. I think at the first I bought in, and quickly after, I think it had lost like I think a good like 10%. So I got scared out of it. So I stepped out, and then I watched it for a bit, and I started seeing this kind of trend up. The direction small cap one actually moved even more aggressive. So I got in on that one. And then as it started to move up, I would, sell, pocket a little bit of gain, and then go. Actually, in hindsight, if you look into it, I think I could have held for a good, 45 minutes before I got out. And I was actually just looking at this through. I didn't really use any indicator in terms of getting out. It was just more of a, profit target getting out. This is the first time I trade those, so I wasn't really very familiar with them. I think definitely now I want to get a little bit more familiar. I think one of the other things that I noticed, you see how the Nasdaq just like the S&P, it had a little bit of, upside, but then just slowly started tapering. And then, I think at closing, it picked up a little bit of momentum. Even Bitcoin was moving actually quite fast. It made a small play, went down, I think, to 37.7, jumped back up, but then just lost it all the way. So quite a day. Really interesting first experience in terms of actually looking at the macro, well, I guess microeconomic for the US. And then also looking at how economic and monetary policy really drives the market. Also, first time seeing some of these ETFs that are inversely linked to the indices, which really help. But from what I've read so far, not something you want to hold for a long time, because they go down as fast as they go up, so they are quite volatile. Anyways, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this little video. If you are planning to dive in, always do your diligence. Like I mentioned, this channel is not here to give financial advice, just merely to share some of the experiences I've had during my days, and then hopefully help others avoid any pitfalls. So if you are trading, please do your own analysis and your own due diligence. Good luck.